Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel. We're about to head off to explore the Clare Valley in South Australia. I hope you enjoy this episode. We're going to be checking out a few different wineries, doing a lot of sightseeing in this area. So stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments below if you've been to this area or if you've seen Dougie and given him a pat. Well, if you're into Australian history, travel tips, free camping and other information about traveling around Australia with the dog, you've come to the right channel. So join us, Dougie the dog, Kevin the caravan, as we explore Australia. So we came to Clare. One of the things we wanted to do, as well as the wineries, was come and check out the little model railway. But unfortunately, today is Saturday, not Sunday, and they're only open on Sundays between 1:30 and 4:30 every second and fourth Sundays. So I'm just going to have a wander around because you can see some of the outside stuff, but unfortunately we won't be here. But I'm going to put it on my bucket list so we can come back and see it next time. So here's a very cute little train station, which I think is lovely. Miniature railway, and then you can see the tracks going out, and it goes right the way around the park, and there's little substations, and over there is a tunnel and bridges and all sorts of stuff. I was really looking forward for going for a ride on the trains, but anyway, a bit better planning in the future to make sure that when I come, it is all places like this are actually open. I know it's hard sometimes, guys, because you get to a place and you've got to be there for a couple of weeks sometimes to see everything, just because some things are only open at certain times. But if you're here on the second and fourth Sunday of the month in Clare, come down and check out this lakeside miniature railway by the Clare Valley Model Engineers. We've got Dougie back in the car and we're going on to check out our first winery. Welcome to Clare.
You want the music on?
No, we're talking to us. Fine. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. So that's another one of those old chimneys. Okay guys, so we're at our first winery because we can't come to Clare without exploring the winery. But we have a rule, and you would have seen it when we were in Rutherglen, where we only visit 3 wineries. So whether we'll get to 3 today, or whether we'll only get to 2, or whether we'll just stop here, is yet to be determined. Where are you, Dougie? Dougie's here checking out the winery. Say hi, I'm at the winery. I am. Dougie's at the winery sniffing all the plants in the shade. So we have this lovely outside area for puppets. It's just very nice here. They are very reasonably priced, aren't they? And the fact that that nurse's one goes to the raises money for breast cancer, I think that's an important one we should look to buy. We're going to start testing our first wine. So after a couple of hours and a lot of different wine samplings, we ended up leaving with 3 bottles, and we're heading up the road now to Tourist Information Centre, so A, I can get my stamp, and B, we can work out where some other wineries are to see. Guys, so we're at the Visitor Information Centre in Clare, which is right out of town, which I found quite interesting. But they've got this really nice artwork outside, but you can't photograph inside. It actually says so just back up there. So I can't show you around in there, but we're just going to nip in, grab our stamp, and then head up the road to wherever the next winery is. There's an entire wine trail tour, including one that you can cycle around. Into shop. Oh, I like the logo. So guys, so we called into a winery called Shut the Gate in the Clare Valley. It's just outside the town of Clare. In fact, probably 2 minutes up the road from the Tourist Information Centre. Absolutely fantastic. Not only do they sell wines, but you can also pick up a lot of local stuff. But they give you for free a cheese platter. So you get a cheese platter while you're tasting the wines. We picked up quite a few wines. And if you're into fortified wines, make sure you ask for the tastings of the fortified wines because they're on a separate sheet.
Correct.
Yes, they're beautiful winery. I'm taking advantage of being able to get. I love the fact we got that free cheese platter. I think that was fantastic.
That's nice, huh?
It was. And that was delicious cheese. I'm definitely going to buy cheese. What are you looking at? So while we're filling in the order form, I just wanted to tell you some interesting stuff that the lady who's been serving has mentioned. So the labels that they have here for Shut the Gate are all different, and they were designed by a tattoo artist. So they're really, really stunning. And we did get the fortified wine, which is great. But now I'm going to head down the street so I can have a walk just to clear my head a bit. Well guys, we're starting at number 21 on the Heritage Hike, which I've inserted the map for. We're doing it a little bit out of order, but I hope you enjoy it. We're not going to be able to do everything because we're only here for a few hours for a day trip on this occasion. Well, the weird fake clock tower across the street isn't on the list, but it's really cute. It looks like it's waiting for a clock that never happened, but it's just one of the quirky things about Clare. Beautiful building over there is the beautiful old Clare Town Hall. So these are the remains of the old millstones, which is really interesting, and somewhere here should be the mill cottage and the mill school. See what we can find down this alley. When you get up the main street in Clare, there into the street that's one behind, there are some beautiful old stone buildings. I'm going to go across the road to have a read of the signs. So it was originally the Mechanics Institute. A lot of towns have Mechanics Institutes, but they're not what you think they are. They're sort of a cross between a library and an education centre. That's the best way I can describe it. Okay, so this is the courthouse. Let's read the sign. Clare Region Historical Group. Constructed this in 1878 and it's been in continuous use ever since. Wow. So this is a mural in Clare of the Clare brass band from circa 1700. And then on the side, we've got another mural, local lines, which is very different design. And then across there in that beautiful old 1881 building is the bank. So guys, we missed the last winery here in Clare because we had such a good time it shut the gate that we ran out of time to make it to the third winery. But I still wanted to show you around because it's got this old mill, old chimneys. So we're just going to go walk around the outside of the building. So this is a beautiful old heritage building. I will walk up to the top so we can read the sign. Look at this stained glass. That's just stunning, that stained glass. So what did it used to be? The Enterprise Brewery. So we've been following these Clare Valley Heritage Group tags around the town. So this old building has some amazing history. So it was built by Fanny Philgate, who was the daughter of Clare's founder Edward Burton Gleeson, sometime between 1878 and 1880 to supply beer to the local miners. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you to all my subscribers. We'll catch you in the next episode.